Hi everyone and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have a review. I know usually I just add all my books into a weekly wrap up, but I decided for this book I wanted to make a separate video for it, and that is The Green Mountain Kids by Matthew Pearce. I was sent this book for review from the author. He contacted me to see if I wanted to read it, and I said yes, so I got it. And I read it, and I decided to give his book its own little review. So I read this book today, yesterday, and the day before. It was a really quick read. If you look, like, the font is pretty monstrous and stuff, so it really wasn't that hard to get through. I gave this 4 stars on Goodreads, and I guess I'll just start off with the premise. It's year 2050, and it's about, I want to say it's about 30 years after the America, like, all of their money just isn't good for anything anymore, and they call it the Sorrow, which is basically like the Great Depression Part 2 kind of thing, but they just call it the Sorrow. Everyone was depressed, all the adults were killing themselves, and all America's just in this chaos, so they're looking for the cure within these teenagers. And there's at least, I want to say, there's at least like 5 teenagers that we kind of follow. I think around there. Um, but these kids are called the Specials. They have their own little like group within this high school of and they kind of have these like, not like magic powers, but I guess like they can control things. Like, one girl can make everybody that hears her scream sick. Another boy, he can like blank. If like you're around them and he doesn't want you to remember what just happened, he'll blank you. Um, and so forth. So they all have their own special powers, and obviously the government is kind of after them because they almost basically like gave them this depression to help find a cure for it. So the government is constantly keeping an eye on these kids, and eventually, like, once a year, they come and they take them, and they're basically blacked out, and they run tests on them, and they like bring them back. And because these kids are special, like, once they get these like really bad headache, like they get headaches, which is like their form of depression, and if it gets so bad that like things can't go well, like the black suits will come in, like the government will come in and like take them out, kind of thing. Um, so we follow these 5 characters throughout the whole story. I really enjoyed this story. I felt like the author really liked to show you things rather than just flat out tell you. Like, it takes a good portion of the book to actually figure out kind of like what's happening and what's really going on. Um, and I just really like that. Like, this book really kind of reminded me of Gone by Michael Grant. Just in the whole, like, kids have powers, kids are trying to figure out what's going on and trying to stay safe, and people are out to get them, kind of like how it wasn't Gone. The one thing that kind of bothered me in this book was just the fact in the beginning it was really hard to get used to his writing style, which isn't his fault at all. It's not, so that wasn't that bad. And then just like system overload with all the characters in the beginning. Like, you got introduced to so many different characters, and it was so hard to keep each character straight and their own storyline straight and what power they have straight. And it was like, but I really did enjoy the story. You really start to feel for these characters, and you really want them to work out in the end. Even though there's still some mystery to all of them, you don't know their full story. So I really liked that. Um, it ends at a part where you still want to know what's going to happen to them, what's going to go, like what comes next. You still have enough questions that are unanswered that you still want to keep going, which the second book comes out in December, January-ish, and it's called The Green Mountain Winter. This book is available on, of course the card fell out, on Amazon. I believe you could get it in paperback or a Kindle version. But yeah, I think that's where you can get that, Amazon. Yeah, I really did like this story, and I would recommend this. So I would probably continue on and read book 2 once it comes out. So that's that. I should be having a book haul soon. I went to a different library bookstore yesterday on my birthday, and I bought a whole bunch of books, but there's some books that I kind of like want to get and like put into this haul if I can find them. So I might do the haul later on in the week because I might go back to my other library. Long story, but yeah. Um, Tell me if you guys are reading any good books, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye, everyone.